Welcome to Geeks Between Worlds, the crossover podcast where pop culture collides.
Welcome to the show. I am your host, Oscar Lucio, and I am with Joel Gonzalez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's doing fantastic. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I mean, it's all right.
As the songs say,
It's cold.
No, it's cold. It's cold, and it's a very loving time. You're very giving. You're like supposed to be nice, and it's like
Supposed to.
yeah, it's really all brought on by like really greedy corporations. But we're not going to get into that.
Okay.
What we're going to get into today is kind of like our favorite Christmas stuff, favorite holiday seasonal stuff, you know, TV shows, movies, what kind of crossovers you want, maybe even your favorite fucking present if we get the time to it. So first off, what are your favorite holiday films? I mean, there's so many films made especially just for this holiday. So many films, money put into it. What's your favorites?
Okay, I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-1. So your least favorite first, out of the three,
Out
of
of
your
the
most
three.
favorite.
I mean, I still wouldn't call it the least favorite because it's a good movie. My wife is actually the one who got me into it.
Okay.
Just like a lot of other movies that I've never seen before.
Go Jack.
Yeah, thank you, dear. You're
Yeah.
awesome.
Jack Queen.
Jack Holi-daze.
Yeah, you know how I say things weird.
You say
That's what-
things.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's The Family Stone.
Okay, The Family Stone. No, my father loves The Family Stone.
It's a great
It's
movie.
a sad movie too.
It's
sad,
sad,
but it's good.
good.
It's good.
It's got a great cast.
You got Footface in it. You got Footface
in it.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker,
Right,
obviously.
right.
Obviously.
She's in it. Diane Keaton plays the mom.
Yes.
What's
Fantastic.
his name? Hold on, I'll find it here.
Yeah, you find it. But yeah,
Craig T. Nelson is the dad.
there you go.
Luke Wilson. I almost said Owen Wilson. Wrong.
Ooh.
Wrong brother.
The almost the wrong brother.
Almost the wrong brother.
but yeah.
Luke Wilson's in it. You know, a pretty good. Who else? Amy Adams is in it.
Which is before I respected Amy Adams. Actually, even in like the Superman movies and stuff, Batman vs Superman, I even just kind of like didn't really like Amy Adams that much. Saw Arrival. I will forever have respect for Amy Adams, and I will go and see her films, even if it's
wait,
something.
no, it's not Amy Adams. I'm sorry, it's Rachel McAdams.
Oh god damn it, Rachel McAdams. Well, she's fine in Doctor Strange.
Okay,
She's
okay.
fine in Doctor Strange.
But yeah, no, she's a favorite. But yeah, it's a good movie. Like I said, I'd never seen it, and it's like a thing with her and her mom. Like every holiday season.
It is. I
There's
can
like-
see that.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's a Christmas movie. All the kids go back home.
Yeah.
For Christmas, and they find out
chick
that-
flicky.
It's a little chick flicky,
Yeah,
but it's
it is,
good. You
but
know,
it's good,
I'm,
it's good.
I'm a sucker for a good chick flick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a favorite. Never seen it before. Always came off as like real lifetimey to me, and I hate lifetime movies. But it's a good one. It's like you said, it's a little sad.
Yep.
But I think the overall message of the movie and all that stuff's pretty cool, and it's got some pretty decent comedy to it.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's one thing that's nice about the whole holiday family get together. You know, let's all get the quirky family together and stuff. Is it makes for good natural comedy that you can relate to.
Sure.
Yeah. So what's your
There's
two?
always bullshit that goes on when you get all the family together.
Oh man, talk about some bullshit, right? just on like Thanksgiving, you know, like you just have. We're not gonna call out any names, but you got that one family member, you know, and they just say testy shit just to like get on people's nerves, you know, like you know that they're doing it, you know that they're doing it. You're like, this is a family
Or
function.
that family member that brings up politics.
Oh man.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, and then like it gets everybody wound up, but really it only becomes a two people discussion at the end of it. It's just two people that have opposite sides that really want to get the other guy put in the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it gets real. It gets real.
Leave politics out of the holidays.
Yeah, it gets intense, especially with the whole politics stress right now. You know.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough.
There's no
Everybody has
reason.
an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat something and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That should
You like
be
that?
on your holiday card.
Eat something and shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
fuck yeah.
All right,
I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
work on that.
That's good. That's
Awesome.
good. And then have your Satanist pumpkin in there. yeah. Just in the photo, it won't make sense at all. Like,
I think I believe in Krampus more than I do in Santa, so I guess that makes sense.
there you go. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Maybe have Krampus holding the Satanist pumpkin, or maybe like a a Krampus Sleepy Hollow type of mashup, and then you be like really, really respectful and nice clothes in the background. Maybe even like a baby Jesus down there, just to really start throwing things off.
Yeah, why not?
That almost becomes a non-denominational card.
Yeah.
Because it's got everything in it, you know?
Yeah.
Throw the Hanukkah stuff in there, spin some dreidels. Just get
Hanukkah.
crazy with it. Get crazy. Krampus spinning dreidels. It's all like a gamble. You know what I mean?
It's a gamble.
Yeah, it's crazy. Holiday gambles.
I need to learn more about Chanukah.
Yeah, so do I, clearly, because I don't know what the fuck you just
It's
said.
Hanukkah. That's how, if you sound it out, that's what it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Chanukah.
Yeah. You know, it's always nice because Hanukkah was really represented by Adam Sandler in the 90s, and it probably got the most popular it ever was. You know what I mean? At least in the media sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
then
fantastic.
he came out with 8 Crazy Nights. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I personally like 8 Crazy Nights. You got 2 Persian cats as old Whitey's asshole, or not his asshole, but his ass cheeks. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was
real fluffy ass.
Yeah, real fluffy ass. That whole movie when he's like slapping his car's ass, he's like, "I love you, car."
All the fucking key scratches by the fucking keyhole.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
So, what's your second movie?
Respectfully.
So this
because it's number 2.
Okay.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Okay. All right.
I think.
Why is it better than 1?
1 was great because you got to learn.
Wait. Assuming that Home Alone 1 isn't your number 1.
It's not.
Okay. So then why is it better than Home Alone 1?
Okay. So I like both of them because 3 was garbage.
Yeah,
but
3 was garbage.
The first
but
one,
that RC car, I fucking wanted it, and I was like, I even asked my parents for an RC car for Christmas. I was like, and they had like the cool spinny cars, so I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean that was cool.
But yeah, everything else was garbage.
But I love both of them. Mm-hmm. Number 1's always going to be a favorite. You know, Kevin McAllister was kind of a hero, obviously, especially to kids. You always wanted to make weird little booby traps all over the house, no matter how much trouble you ended up in. You wanted to make a booby trap.
Oh yeah.
And it's definitely a favorite. But number 2, I think, to me, was the most meaningful. And my wife made a great point. She said that that homeless lady with all the pigeons in the park is her favorite character. So then I kind of started to break that down to myself, and I said, you know what? I think that's my favorite character too, because she gives such a she humanizes that entire movie.
That's true.
Because the rest of the movie is all, you know, about the parents fucking up and leaving the fucking kid behind again. You know?
Him staying in a super nice place,
right?
Super materialistic
nice
type of thing,
right? And this lady's just like, you know, fucking the holidays is about being happy and being with family and blah blah blah. And I know it's kind of
clearly,
a parallel.
You're happier without your family.
Yeah, obviously. And I know it was kind of a parallel to the old man in the first movie because, you know, he had never seen his family and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But he was terrifying at the beginning of the movie. You know, everyone thought he was scary because Kevin was scared of him.
Yeah.
But the second one, I think it's cooler because it's in it's not abroad per se, but it's in a different place. It's not in the home. He's in New York, obviously, so, you know, he's doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, better setting, period.
Better setting.
You know.
A lot more stuff going on.
The Macy's store.
Yeah,
the Doves.
The Doves, the toy store.
Yeah,
the
old
Doves
man is one of the
store.
things that I really remember through the movie, and it's like super, like, it's like a big point in the movie, actually.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
I think
nice.
it's one of the most memorable parts of the movie, beyond others. But if you don't remember the Doves, then you're an idiot. Watch the movie.
Yeah. You clearly haven't put the effort into seeing the movie. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Yeah, because the Doves, clearly a key.
So yeah, that's a favorite. It always brings back memories of, like, sitting at home on Christmas break when that was a thing, and, you know, just doing nothing but watching those movies. And every time that movie came on, you always sat down to watch it. I don't care how old you are, that movie's on, you're watching it, or it's in the background.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either way, it's
there.
A fucking classic.
It's there for sure. So, with the second one being Home Alone 2, which is a super classic, I'm surprised that wasn't your first one. What is your first pick?
The only Christmas movie that matters.
Which is?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Nice. Some classic Chevy Chase.
I love it.
It is great. I mean, he's setting up the lights, and it's hell. And you've always thought that yourself, whether you do them yourself or you see other people do them, you're like, that's trouble. This is going to be trouble.
Sure.
That's trouble. It's going to be hard. And then, you have the whole, like I said, the kooky family dynamic, know.
And the pesky neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. The pesky neighbors. And then you were familiar with all these characters, which is nice.
The thing that I like the most is it's a family setting. So both sets of grandparents are coming over. The uncle / brother-in-law / brother that no one fucking likes shows up.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I think that's pretty quintessential about Christmas. You're going to be dealing with, especially if you're like a family that hosts the party every year or, something along those lines. You're always going to have those family members that are, the overbearing grandpa.
Yeah,
that's always on your shit.
That one person that's like always like either maybe like I said earlier saying something stupid or like
right or the person that's always like trying to cut you down like the little lights aren't twinkling. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Fuck you, dude. Like
yeah.
Did you see my montage of putting these fucking lights? I almost fell off the ladder.
Yeah,
I fell on the ladder.
Yeah,
for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's in the movie.
Fuck the little lights.
Watch this.
Yeah. So that's it brings everything full circle to me because I know when you have those big parties, there's always those family members that you can
that you can't stand, but you got to because it's the holidays.
You have to because it's the holidays. You got the uncle that ruins everything because he burnt down the goddamn tree.
Yeah, and then really in reality, at the end of the day, it's just like I said. In reality, it's not that bad.
No, you kidnap your boss and you get what you want.
yeah, pretty much. But I assume that's a lot of people's first pick, honestly.
I would hope.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. I mean, that is the classic. I'm gonna start out with my third. My third's gonna be Jingle All the Way. I love Jingle All the Way because really I don't think it critically did very good.
Get to the toy store.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's just such a weird movie. You got Sinbad, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have a toy that is totally awesome, which I wanted, and actually leaving the theater, I was like, dude, Mom, I gotta get this.
Can I get a Turbo Man?
Yeah. So we went to Walmart, and shit you not, try to find Turbo Man. Had one. It was broken in the box. I didn't end up getting it because of that reason, and they were sold out, so I never ended up getting one.
You should have gotten it. I bet you'd be worth money.
Oh, no, it is. It's worth a whole bunch of money.
Even
and Booster. And Booster is a whole if you remember Booster, he's the pink tiger in the movie. Yeah, which I'd still get Booster, whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I was super sad. The toy was broken in the box, and my parents obviously didn't want to spend the money. And I could have probably even taken the broken Turbo Man and somehow put his arm back in the toy and been happy about it. But you know what I mean? But I never got it.
Fucking Turbo
Yeah,
Man.
total monumental moment in my life too. Something that I just remember like is a Christmas thing. So that's probably why the movie connects so much with me. But then you have like the weird radio competition, which is totally a thing. You have the parade, which is totally something that you always see, the Christmas Day parade, Thanksgiving Day parade, all this stuff. And then at the end you have him flying around in a jetpack, which I mean really in retrospect isn't the best scene. No. But when you're younger, you're like, this is dope.
There's a lot of stuff we saw in the 90s. It wasn't great. That was great to us though.
Yeah, that's true. But then you had the neighbor trying to steal the wife. And
I forgot that.
Yeah, remember? And then the boy answers the phone and he's like, "Where's your mother?" And she's like, "She's petting Ted." She's petting Ted. It's like what the fuck? Like,
fuck
so it was
Ted.
perfect. It was perfect because it totally set it up. You're like, it looks like she's messing with the neighbor, but she isn't. She's a good wife. And this boy's just trying to have karate lessons and have his dad watch. Clearly broke that fake board like all the kids do,
Bastards.
Yeah, those fucking fake boards. I'm glad that I wasn't in karate and had a poor sense of my own strength. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because
totally.
I mean, I don't want to be going through all these karate classes and then at the end feeling accomplished, and then something in my life demands that I punch through 12 bricks, and I go to do it, and bam, my whole arm, wrist, broken, forearm broken probably, because I think that
Surgery.
I could punch through all this.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible karate. Don't put your kids in karate. That's the lesson of today.
Right? Put them in football,
Yeah.
baseball,
Yeah.
soccer.
Put them in soccer.
Put them in soccer.
I'm gonna say it's like good cardio.
Yeah.
And when they get hurt a little bit, they're gonna fall down, which is a good lesson.
All right, don't put them in soccer.
Yeah. Don't put your kids in anything. So my second movie.
Great advice.
Yeah, great advice. The lesson of the holidays: just try to do the
Make
minimum.
your kids as lazy as possible.
Bam, America.
Yeah.
So the second movie I'm gonna have to say is Nightmare Before Christmas. It's weird because it's like a Christmas movie, but you kind of, it's a Halloween movie too. It's a
Yeah.
perfect, and that's what makes it the perfect movie, really,
Mhm.
is that it covers that whole holiday season, which a lot of movies really don't do. Can you think of like a season movie? No, you don't.
No.
It's either Christmas, it's either a horror movie, or it's something like that. Maybe like a
Or like a
holiday.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
thing or
exactly.
something.
Everybody getting together for Thanksgiving, but it's never more than that. So kudos to that point, because you get the Halloween world, and then you get the Christmas world, and the Christmas world is just like, it's cool as a kid,
Mhm.
because like you get introduced to this world of like dark things and dark people, and like you're vibing it already, but then you see this Christmas world and you're like, whoa, this is what I like in reality.
Mhm.
You're like, this is what I think Christmas is.
Mhm.
So you see that, and then you experience the same thing as Jack.
Yep.
It's like that excitement, like he's excited for Christmas, and then you're fucking excited for Christmas, and you're like, I'm gonna put the strings of lights on my eyes, and I'm like, what's this, and you're like, you're stoked, so that's my second one, clearly.
Okay.
And then the first one I'm gonna have to say, which is probably it's gonna be an even tie between the two. Me and you have talked about this before.
Okay.
I'm gonna say even tie between Scrooged with Bill Murray
Mhm.
or the Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol. Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol is just great because it's super realistic. It has that gritty tone to it,
Mhm.
The ghosts are kind of actually pretty fucking creepy,
Mhm.
Especially the last ghost, because the last ghost is always the creepiest and worst, because it's fucking
Christmas
future.
is-
No,
Future is
yeah,
the future,
future.
is the future.
And he's dead all the time. And he's a
Mhm.
bad person, and everybody's trying to, like, take his shit. That's something that's kind of funny, is, like, I noticed that people are just like, hey, fuck him. Let's take his shit. He was a bad person. It's like, I guess that is the way the world works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately.
it's nice. But then you have the Bill Murray Scrooged, which is just a fantastic movie. Hilarious the whole way through. You have the little fairy that's always
Mhm.
hitting him with shit,
Mhm.
and being clumsy. And then you have the really grimy taxi cab driver that's like, get in my cab and we're going to go, and this is the fucking present. It's
Mhm.
fucking creepy. And then you have the last one. I don't really remember the last one now. I'm getting here. All I remember is his homie being dead. Do you remember that? It was like his...
Vaguely.
Yeah, and it was like a really creepy scene. Probably because when I was a kid, I was scared shitless of that.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
what
just
the
left.
fuck? I was like, this is supposed to be a good movie. And
Movie
then-
ends here.
Yeah,
Movie ends
yeah,
here.
Fuck that. So, but
Bill Murray's always a boss, though.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I still need to watch A Very Murray Christmas. Apparently, it's great.
Everybody says it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Another thing that I haven't seen. Maybe with my connection with Scrooge, this is going to be a movie that I'm like, oh, I'm going to
Might
go
be.
see it. I'm going to watch it maybe
'Cause
tonight.
It's I don't even think it's in like a movie. It's like a Christmas special.
Yeah, that's even better. And it's on
Yeah.
Netflix, right?
It sure is.
Yeah, it's an exclusive.
Yeah.
Bam.
So it should still
Perfect.
be there.
Perfect.
Real quick though, can I give an honourable mention
Okay.
for Christmas
Okay.
movies
Honorable mention
since
Christmas.
since neither of us picked it,
'Kay.
and I know we were talking about it a couple days ago.
'Kay.
The Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, Santa Claus, classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause Tim Allen's a fucking awesome guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I love him.
Yeah, it's
I've always liked him.
there's something about the scene when he's sitting with all of his business, peers.
Oh, he's having a business meeting.
Yeah,
and
having
he
a
orders
And
everything.
he orders the sundae, especially, and you hear the spoon chiming on the glass as he's trying to get the very last bits of the sundae. And that scene
hot fudge,
always, that scene always makes me hungry for desserts. Like, I don't know what it is. Also, have you ever seen We're Back with the Dinosaurs? Old animated movie. Well, there's a
think
scene,
so.
cutting it short, there's a scene at the beginning when they're all roasting hot dogs. Always makes me hungry for hot dogs.
You know what? Now that you say that, anytime I see anyone cooking hot dogs on like a TV show or a movie or whatever,
Yeah.
I instantly want a hot dog.
Well, it's a gratifying thing. It's a quick thing that you can do. And you could even do it a super quick process, or you can do it even a little bit longer process. You have the scope of different hot dogs, the condiments. It's a very generous game the hot dog plays with you.
Don't stir your hot dogs.
Yeah, you get a burn like the Uncle Andy.
Burnt belly.
Yeah. Watch out when you're stirring them hot dogs. They fierce as fuck.
Or don't stir them. They don't need stirred.
Yeah. Speaking about being stirred up, it really has nothing to do with that. But what are some of your favorite holiday TV specials? If not one, a couple, whatever. What you got for me? TV holiday specials, they're even just an episode, they come once a year. It's always nice to see your favorite show do the little holiday gig, and you're like, this is this world affected by holidays, just like my world. So what you got?
So I'm a general sucker for any holiday special.
Yeah, me too. Love them.
Any of them, whether it be Halloween or New Year's special or Christmas or whatever. They're all good. I just binged through Fuller House season 2. Great, recommend it. Go fucking watch it.
Do they have a holiday special?
Of course they do.
Fantastic.
They had a Halloween. I don't think they had a Thanksgiving one, or they might have. I think
that's good.
No, they did. I think they did.
Because the first season kind of didn't have the holiday specials.
They didn't?
I don't think so. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, I guess maybe Stephanie played at some winter DJ show. That's something
might have
I'm
been
remembering.
a thing.
Yeah, that shows how much. I got so much stuff going into this brain. Sometimes I gotta throw out some stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's that Fuller House. I'm gonna have to outweigh some things. What am I gonna throw away? Sure. Fuller House.
Yeah. So that's the most recent one that
I've
seen.
Very much enjoyed that show though. When I watched
it's great.
It. It's weird. You have to understand that it's like.
The
show is
style.
from a time that we don't live in now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once you understand that, you appreciate
it. The concept's still the same.
Yeah.
But it makes you appreciate
old television.
Television.
Yeah.
Because it didn't change anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's still like a super sweet show, from the heart,
technology
which a lot of
changed,
things.
And that's about it. But everything else, it's still the same concept.
And the kids are great.
A parent died.
The kids are great too.
The kids are pretty great. I don't like the son.
You don't like the son?
He's awkward and weird.
Well, what the thing is they try to revolve the show around, at least in season 1. I haven't seen season 2, but in season 1, they try to implement him in a lot of the show to where he doesn't need to be. They kind of they're like, here, look at this kid. We want him to be the Olsen twins in the fucking first.
No. I love the little son.
Oh, okay.
The
I gotcha.
oldest one. What's Parker?
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of his character. He's really awkward, and I know that's the point of it. And I always chalk it up to bad acting, but he's a kid, and I'm sure he's supposed to act that way. But I love the little kid. He's my spirit animal.
I was trying to throw a little spin on saying, they put a lot on him. At sometimes it doesn't pay off though.
But he's super intellectual. He's really smart for his age.
Yeah.
There was an episode in season 2 where he starts to what was it? I think he's starting school. It was the first or second episode, and you have to part of his main full project for the year is thinking of 3 things that he could do to change the world or something like that, and he just gets super depressed, and he's God. What's the point? Nothing matters. He goes, your generation, mom, already fucked everything up. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And it was super cool, because it really dove into his intellectual little mind and how deeply he thinks.
Now I feel like just at some points though, like I was saying earlier, they just put him in the show a lot, and like I said, they try to make him the Olsen twin back in the day. And a lot of the times, they even kind of gave him a catchphrase. I can't remember what it was, but I remember in the first season, they're actually kind of giving him the same line whenever he does something quirky, and I was like, that's kind of that is super old school. The one line catchphrase is super old school, and
I think they kind of got rid of the whole catchphrase thing.
Yeah, because it was weird.
DJ still says "Oh my Lanta" every once in a while, but she's slowly turning into Danny Tanner.
Yeah, see, that's cool, and I hope they do have evolutions of the character, and I do want to know who she picks. I mean, this is probably like the closest thing to Bachelor that I've ever watched.
It's another conundrum.
Yeah, of course it's another conundrum because DJ was acting like a total slut first season. Let's put that out there.
Salute to boot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it ends a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
It
okay. Wait.
So
What?
anyway,
What?
My favorite
is the holiday
my favorite holiday special. That was the ultimate tangent. Awesome.
We really went on a Full House tangent right there.
If you listen to the show and don't appreciate our tangents,
oh my god,
appreciate them.
Oh my god,
it's what we do.
Tell me your fucking holiday special.
Frosty the Snowman.
Okay, I like it. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
I mean, it just like it to me. Before I got into horror as much as I am now,
it's funny that you bring that up.
It's like a fucking horror.
Yeah,
cartoon,
no, it's
dude.
a cartoon that actually really teaches you a lot about life and death.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Like-
so like it was the one that always made me think because I hate the Grinch.
You don't like the Grinch?
I can't fucking stand that shit.
See, I almost have a problem to where I can't stand the Whoville. Like, I am the Grinch. I'm like, yeah, fuck the Whoville. Like, look at these fucking snobby nosed bastards. Their nose are literally up in the air.
So I guess I probably agree with the Grinch more than Whoville. But just the movie, the special as a whole, I've never been a fan of it.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Rudolph is a fucking dick.
Yeah. He deserves not enough credit. I was going to put that on the board. Literally, look at this board right now. Right here, I was going to put Rudolph being, just way overplayed in the system, and because he is. He's way overcredited.
He's a 1%er.
Yeah. Put a headlight on the fucking front of the sleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better. The headlight technology they got these days, there's no way
even back
that
then,
Rudolph's nose is going to be pumping out more amps.
I mean, that red nose can't shine that bright.
Yeah, that's bullshit. And red?
Yeah.
Red?
It's a dim light.
That's not logical.
Throw a goddamn candle at the front of the sleigh.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Call it good.
It's stupid. And then what you got? Let's think of the whole fucking reindeer system.
Hit up your Jewish homie and get what are those things called?
The candle.
But the one with the 9 or the 8.
Yeah.
9.
I know. I have no clue what it's called.
Throw one of those on the front.
Yeah.
You got 9
candles.
candles.
Gotta be way more light. And then also you're kind of being, the newer day Santa to where you're not trying to discriminate.
You're trying to appreciate everyone else.
Yeah. It's like earlier the non-denominational Santa.
There
now.
you go.
Yeah, he's just like Santa that gives everybody stuff. Yeah. I was created by corporations anyway. Here's your stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. So that's your TV special?
That's my. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
You're gonna go with that one?
Yeah, 'cause fuck everyone else.
Okay, I'm gonna go with fucking the Munsters Christmas special. Back in the 90s, and it was like a movie, and it wasn't the original cast of the Munsters, you know? Yeah, and then like it dealt with really weird things, and it was such a stupid, weird movie. And I bet you if I watched it now, it'd be fucking terrible.
Probably.
But from what I remember of it, like it's like fuck yeah, like. You had the little boy, and he's like struggling, being like kind of weird because obviously he's a fucking werewolf, right? You can't really fucking live a normal life like that.
How do you get a werewolf?
Yeah, I know. I know. And really, what is his wife? Is she like? It seems like she's like that Dracula vibe, but she's really just gothic.
I mean, maybe she's like slightly witchy.
What classifies a witch? You know what I mean? I feel like if you're a monster and you're doing a spell, what, does that make you a witch? Like, I think she's just Elvira.
Oh my god, you just read my mind.
But, well, I mean, really, Elvira came second, but really, she's just a person. She's just a super gothic person that was like, I want to fuck Frankenstein.
Maybe she's the OG goth.
She's like the OG goth like person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess that does really take a lot of royalty to it. When you put it in that sense, I mean, that's top of the food chain.
She started it.
Fuck.
She was
I mean, there is no Elvira without her.
She made the first rave.
I mean, I don't know about that. Now you're getting crazy. Let's backpedal. But that special, it's pretty good. Eventually you get a Herman Monster in a Santa suit, delivering presents. Frankenstein delivering presents for Christmas. Yeah, I'll take it. And then at the same time, you know, they're trying to pick out gifts and stuff for the son, because the son's having a super bad time in school, and he's like sleeping like in the little coffin box with his little fucking doll and shit. Things that I remember from the show, obviously. And then you had the really weird like suburban culture that they create in the show, you know, like they make the monsters seem like the normal people and everybody else is weird, you know, like the white people and all that, you know. So it's almost like a Edward Scissorhands type of thing going on there, you know, because all the culture was actually the weird thing, and really
hey, there's another honorable mention.
Yeah, for sure. I guess that is kind of like a wintry.
Yeah, totally. They're in Florida.
Yeah, definitely. I you know, I didn't really think about that. That is actually kind of like the whole holiday season too. Yeah. Going along with Nightmare Before Christmas.
They kind of go throughout they go from Christmas to Christmas.
Yeah. So really, fuck me.
God.
Tim Burton covering the spectrum.
Oh,
Tim fucking Burton covering that spectrum, boy.
Oh, Tim.
Damn. All right. So now, next one. That's me hitting the board. What is a holiday crossover you want?
Okay, because I'm such a horror fan.
Yes, I brought this up and I was gonna tell you this to try to feed you on a path, and I let you take it yourself, and you did it. What is it?
I always take the creepy
What
path.
is it? I want to know.
Okay, so here's the title.
Okay,
Freddy Krueger, A Christmas Nightmare.
I love it.
I knew you would.
I love it because Christmas is on your brain, so all the dreams would be really Christmassy themed. And I bet you would be
and
like,
who better to ruin it than Freddy himself?
Fucking Freddy. Yeah, fuck yeah. And then in some way, Santa prevails, but then he kind of doesn't. That's what I would like to see.
No, fuck Santa. Kill his ass.
All right.
Get him.
All right.
Freddy wins. This is a happy ending for Freddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your movie, so
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Freddy wins in the end.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, duh.
Freddy
duh,
wins
my
this
movie.
one.
Yeah.
Freddy wins this one.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
I would assume, throughout the movie, he gets into all the kids' dreams, fucks them up, kills them.
Yeah.
And then, his only true wish is to kill Santa. So then he realizes, hey, Santa's finally taking a snoozer.
Yeah.
Taking a little midday nap.
Yeah.
And
a Miss Claus.
And well, I mean, she's not important.
So she's not even in the movie. Would you even have?
She'll make a cameo.
Make a cameo?
Yeah, no.
Like a murderous cameo, or she just live, or like
she just shows up and gives Santa some cookies or some shit like that.
Like some cookies.
Like some cookies.
Like that's when the R rating goes.
Rated
in.
R. There
yeah,
you go.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah.
Christmas sex.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Some of the sniz.
The eggnog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eggnoggin. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway.
So like the like I don't know final scene of the movie. He's having a dream about taking gifts to all these children throughout the world, and then he comes to this house that he's a little weary about going into, and the chimney looks like there's fire coming out of it, or smoke, I guess. So then he says, you know what? Maybe I'll skip this house, and then all of a sudden the smoke disappears.
Yeah, okay.
And he says, okay, well they thought about me. Maybe they heard me on the roof.
Yeah.
And they heard Rudolph's bitch ass on there making some goddamn noise like an asshole. So he says, hey, I'm going to stop here. Rudolph. I do have a few things on the list. There's a couple assholes getting coal, but there's one good little kid in here, and that's the one kid dreaming about it.
Oh, shit.
And so he gets in there, okay, and the two asshole kids are like awake, so he does his little fucking sleepy bullshit dust.
Does Santa have sleeping dust? I feel like that's the Sandman.
He's got it too. He's
hey,
homies with the
Put
Sandman.
it in there. This is a horror movie. Yeah. It's full of plot holes anyway.
He's homies with the Sandman.
Gotcha.
They friends.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen The Last Guardians?
Yeah, exactly.
They're friends. They're all friends.
Yeah, they are all friends. It's kind of weird.
Boogeyman should have won.
I feel like that's a misfit group, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
shouldn't be friends.
I think they are. Anyway. So this little kid, the only good kid in the fucking house is having a good old jolly dream about good old Saint Nick. And then Freddy says, this is my chance. This is how I get a happy ending.
This is it.
So he goes in there, and I don't know the details, but he kills Santa.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
And then he wakes up, and then he turns into Santa, like in a Santa Claus, because he killed Santa.
Oh, nice. And instead of like red and white, it's like red and that dark green. Like everything's red and dark green. Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be a good color palette.
Yeah, and then
that'd be good.
And then the sequel is Santa Claus 2, because that's garbage.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, Santa Claus 3 is even worse.
Oh my god, that fake plastic Santa is
That's
stupid.
terrible. I hate it. I hate it.
It's like they said, hey, we don't have any ideas. Let's wrap him in plastic.
It is. It's fucked up. And then he's always squeaking. And then he's got that plastic ass. Remember they had that plastic ass? Yeah, and it showed it, and it was like plastic ass. And as a viewer, just like, really? Is that fucking necessary? Like sure, I understand you can't see the regular ass, but that doesn't mean you try to sneak in plastic ass. Like, nobody is dying to see the plastic ass.
I bet you they just, like, buffed out Tim Allen's ass.
Hey, Tim, we're going to need a mold of your ass. It's severely deformed by cocaine. Psych, plastic ass. Bam.
He was clean by then. That was a one-time thing.
Yeah. A one-time thing, my ass. My plastic ass.
My plastic ass.
God damn it. All right, so I'm going to have to say I would love to see a Marvel Christmas special, like on ABC for an hour. And it's like Tony Stark, like Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark, like not some like fucking rundown version.
Some asshole with
Yeah. You know, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, you know, Chris Pratt, because they love people named Chris. And they put, fuck yeah, they do. They fucking love Chris's. They're
Groot.
like, yeah, and Groot. Yeah, and little Groot,
He's
you know.
the Christmas
And it's like
tree.
this really weird like little thing, like, and it's such a 90s thing that it would have to be like, it would have to be really unconventional, like, you know, everybody's like sitting around like laughing, and then like all of a sudden the door opens and it's Doctor Strange and he's holding a box. He's like, ha, that weather was terrible. And then like he closed the door and like snow's like blowing in the door, you know, and everybody's like, close that door, Doctor Strange. And then it's like, it's super weird, but it would be great. It'd be fantastic. It would lead to a bunch of weird, awkward jokes that everybody would really appreciate. And then maybe at the end, you know, introduce Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? Just like the Star Wars Christmas special.
And she shows up with the fucking fruitcake or something.
Yeah. And then like at the end, yeah, exactly. You think the show's over. Any problems have resolved. They sung Silent Night and all of a sudden, ding dong. And then maybe there was a joke earlier and they're like, where's the fruitcake? And they're like, they weren't able to come. And then bam, at the end, Captain Marvel, Charlize Theron. Well, actually, no, it's Brie Larson. Brie Larson. And she's just like, fruitcake, I've been abducted for 2 years, but I brought this fruitcake, and they're like, damn, Room's a good movie. Have you seen Room?
I haven't.
Room is a great movie with Brie Larson. She gets abducted, and it's about like coping with abduction after the fact even, too. It's a fantastic movie.
Fun fact, fruitcake is heavier than Thor's hammer.
What?
But everyone's worthy of it.
That is amazing. Did that just come to you right now?
Maybe.
I
feel like it might have been a hidden thought all these years.
Oh, so it was like just stirring. Like every single Christmas, you're like, this fucking fruitcake. This is fucking heavier than Mjorn or whatever his name is. Minyor? Minyor? I don't know, whatever the hammer's name is.
Hammer's got a name?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. God. What the All right, well, I'm going to end it. Because now I'm upset. You didn't know that Thor's hammer had a fucking name.
I would have named him Michael.
You would have named him Michael.
He looks like a Michael.
He looks like a fucking hammer.
Named Michael.
Thanks for listening. Like what you hear? Subscribe now and feel free to drop us a rate and review. Stay current with all things Geeks Between Worlds.